Just a couple of things before we start. I do recommend you keeping the starting pistol, as when you pack-a-punch it, it turns into an explosive weapon, and you do need an explosive weapon for one of the steps. And as I'm sure you've just guessed, you are going to need to teleport to the pack-a-punch area, so you will need to build the signal amplifier. You can do this at any time you want. If you want to do it at the start or midway through, it's up to you, but I just thought I'd let you know that those two things will be required. So what is going on, guys? I am Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another zombies video, where today I'm going to be showing you how to complete the Easter egg Cold War remedy in Classified. This should be an easy guide for you to follow, so if you're enjoying it, helps you out, a like rating of course would be appreciated. Make sure you are subbed, but let's get into it. Here we go. So once you complete this Easter egg, the final outcome is that you are going to get a free Winter's Howl. I also do want to say that you can do this in mutations if you want, so you have the extra health. Although you are not going to get the achievement for completing it, but you will get the Winter's Howl. Anyway, so kicking it off, the first thing that you will need to do is turn on the power. I'm assuming you all know where this is. It's all the way down in the labs at the very bottom. On your way down, however, if you take the first elevator, on the lower level of the war room, if you just come down here, turn right, and you will see on this wall there is a key box. Now in here there is one golden key. Go up to it, take it, as you're going to need this later on for the Easter egg. So anyway, eventually make your way down to the labs, turn the power on, and then teleport, although you can take the lifts if you want to, but teleporting is free, all the way back up to the conference room. Once you're up here, we're going to use that golden key that we collected earlier to do the first step of the Easter egg. So come through from the conference room into this new area, which is the main offices. You will see a desk here with a keyhole. Place that golden key in it, it will open up, and you will see inside there is a picture with a number. Your number will be different to mine. You can see in my case I have 9342. You need to memorize this number and also remember the place where you found it. I recommend writing down, as you can see in the top left hand corner, I am in the main office, so write down main office and then put down the number that you found in there. So for me, I'd write main office 9342. You don't have to do this, you can just come back and check later, although just to make it easier for yourself, I would recommend writing it down. So once you've done that, moving on to step 2, make your way all the way back down to the war room, and you now need to activate Defcon 5 to teleport to the old Pack-a-Punch room. However, you have to activate each Defcon in a certain order. So the first Defcon that you need to activate is the one furthest back on the war upper room level. Go past the first one on the left, and this one up right here is the Defcon that you need to activate first. The second Defcon switch that you want to activate is going to be in the server room. So go down to the war room lower level, and then in here you will find a glass door. Again, this is a new area for Classified. Open that door, and in here you will find a Defcon switch. Activate it, and that is the second one done. The next one that you need to activate in order, again, is up on the war room upper level. It is this one right here, closest to the elevator door. And then the final one, of course, is just below it. Come down here, activate that, and you are now on Defcon 5, and you can travel to the Pack-a-Punch room. However, you're not going to Pack-a-Punch, of course, because it isn't here. You actually need to go up to this TV that is static. This will only happen if you do the Defcons in this order. Go up to it, press the interactive button, the TV will slide back, and under it you will see a piece of paper. Again, write this down or memorize it, and also put the location of where you found it. So for me, I'm going to write 4026 in the panic room. So moving on to the next step, we need yet another code, and this one can be found in the laboratories. So come all the way down to the labs, and you will see there is a window with part of a mainframe teleporter in here. Now what you need to do is get a grenade and throw it at the exact same location that I am going to throw mine. You need to cook it also for the same time, so it pretty much explodes on impact. Don't cook it for too long or you're going to blow yourself up, but aim your crosshairs about where I am, cook your grenade, throw it behind the teleporter, and it will then make a sheet of paper appear on the wall next to you. So you can see I do it right here. I throw the grenade, and then on the wall on the right, the piece of paper appears. The number for me is 0787, and it's in the laboratories, so I write that down. And now once you've got that, what you need is one final code. However, this is located in Groom Lake, where the Pack-a-Punch is. So what you are going to need to do is build the Pack-a-Punch. All you have to do is collect 3 parts. These parts are to a teleporter signal amplifier. You build it on one of the workbenches and then add it to the teleporter in the war room. If you don't know how to pack-a-punch, there are loads of guides on YouTube, just look it up. But if you do, well, like I said, collect the 3 parts that you need, build the signal amplifier, place it on the war room teleporter as you see me do here, and then once you've done that, you can now teleport to the pack-a-punch. So do that, you will end up at Groom Lake or Area 51. You can see just behind me right here, this is the pack-a-punch machine. And what you need to do is pack-a-punch your starting pistol that I told you to keep earlier on. The reason for this is because it's going to turn into an explosive weapon. You need an explosive weapon to complete this next step. It doesn't have to be the pack-a-punch pistols. It can be another explosive weapon if you have one. But as I said, pack-a-punch your weapon and then you can teleport back to classified. Now go up to the conference room, and in one of the hallways, the deserted hallway, you will see there are pictures on the wall. You need to shoot 3 of these pictures in a certain order to reveal another code. So the first one that you want to shoot is this one right here, the 3rd from the left, then shoot the one to its left and then the one to its right. Shoot all those 3 in that order and you will see here a code is revealed. For me it is 1227 in the deserted hallway or conference room. Write it down, and that is all 4 codes that you need. Now make your way back into the war room, and down here you will see there is a large computer thing. I don't know what you'd call this, but on it there are numbers that you can shoot, and if you do so, the numbers will change. I think you can guess that you need to input your codes onto this computer, but you have to do it in a certain order. Now this can be a little bit finicky if you're doing it on your own. You've got a zombie chasing you, but the first code you need to enter is the one you found in the deserted hallway or the conference room. This was the one near George Washington's painting. For me it was 1227. So enter the code, and once you've done it, then go up to the button, hold it to enter it, and if you do it correctly, you will hear a little noise telling you. So that is the first code. The next code you need to enter in order was the one that you found in the main office drawer. This for me was 9342. So put that number in. Again, when you do it, go up to the computer, hold this button to enter it. The third code is the one you found in the labs near the window. For me, this was 0787. Enter it. Again, go up to the computer, press the button. And the fourth code was the one in the panic room. This was 4026. I enter it, press the button, and that is all 4 done. And when you enter all 4 codes, you know you have done it correctly because it will say Project Scaddy retrieved on the screen. And that is that step done. As a reminder, you must enter these codes in order. Your numbers will be different to mine, but you always enter the codes in the same order. The first one you input was in the deserted hallway. The second one you input is the main office drawer one. The third one you input was in the laboratories, and then the fourth and final code you input was in the panic room. Do all 4, press enter for each one, and then on screen it will say Project Scaddy retrieved. What you now need to do, this is the final step, is once again travel to the pack-a-punch. So turn on all of the Defcons to Defcon 5, travel to the pack-a-punch, Groom Lake Area 51, and what you now have to do is survive 3 rounds in this cage. You can't leave. If you leave this little boxed cage area, if you step outside, the Easter egg will be stopped. You won't be able to do it. You have to survive 3 full hordes, 3 full rounds of zombies in this cage without leaving. I believe if you do teleport to here when a round has already begun, you have to survive 4 rounds of zombies. It is pretty difficult to do, so make sure you're pack-a-punching all of your weapons, using your special weapons and stuff like that. You're going to have hellhounds, crawlers and zombies coming at you. But once you've survived 3 rounds in this cage, a boxed off area to the right of the pack-a-punch will then lift up. It will open. You will see up this corner there is a crate with smoke coming out of it. You can go up to it, open it, and inside you will see the Winter's Howl, and you now have a free Winter's Howl. That is this Easter egg done, and you will also get the achievement. But so that's it. As I said, you won't get the achievement if you are doing it on mutations. It has to be on normal, but if you're just after the free Winter's Howl, well, you can use mutations. This wonder weapon is actually really good on classified. I didn't think it would be because of how it was on 5. It wasn't brilliant, but on this map it's a really good wonder weapon. You can pack-a-punch it if you want, and yeah, is this Easter egg worth doing for a free Winter's Howl? It is pretty difficult and tedious when you can just get it from the box, but this was a guide to help you guys out. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If this has helped, drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed, and of course we'll see you all in the next video. Until then, goodbye.